Hello everyone, we are going to be solving daily Leetcode problem 2438 range product queries of powers. Before starting this problem, we shall have a small motivational quote. Hustle is about embracing the journey with passion and dedication regardless of the outcome. It's finding joy in grind, learning from setbacks, and staying committed to growth. When you love the process, success becomes a byproduct of your effort, not just the end goal. True hustle thrives on persistence, resilience, and the belief that every step forward, win or lose, is valuable. So before starting, so this is a medium type problem. Uh, let's go through the problem statement and let's see if we can understand this problem. You are given a positive integer n. There exists zero indexed array uh, called powers, composed of minimum number of powers of 2 that sum to n. The array is sorted in non-decreasing order and there is only one way to form the array. You are also given a zero index 2D integer array queries where queries of I left and right. Each query of I represents a query. You have to find the product of all powers j. Left of I is less than or equal to j and less than equal to right of I. Okay, so return an array answers equal in length to queries where answers I is the answers to ith query. Since the answer to the ith query may be too large, each answers I should be returned with modulo base 10 power 9. So you tell me if this problem is easy to understand, right? I definitely feel this is an problem which requires some sort of an assistance from the interviewer to understand what should be solved, right? So uh, in order to understand what is required out of this problem, an integer powers is something that we need to calculate. Let's say powers like this one that we have here. Let's say n is equals to 15. We need to calculate all the powers within this range, right? So the next one, this is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4 will be uh, 16, which is greater than 15. So this is not considered. So we are limited only till 8. So, and we need to return an array such that it would be product of 1 into the query. Uh, it would be something like base 0 to the power. So this would be equal to 1 into 2, and second one is equals to 2 into 2 power 2, 4. Similarly, the all of these other things will be 1 into 2 into 4 into and 8. So this will be 64. And if each answer modulo with 10 power 8 yields the same answer, if it is greater than, then it rounds back to these starting values. So that's what modulo does. I hope you understood what we are required to do. So we should firstly pre-calculate this set of numbers, since uh, I will write the approach of what we are going to, how we are going to solve this problem. So let's say we create an array called powers such that it has all the values less than 15 or less than n as per problem, and from there we build the prefix of product table. So let's say we start with an I loop and we go till length, and we create this, we use a prefix array which will be of powers 2, and we fill it with powers, and also j loop, which again runs through length prefix ij, into prefix of powers of length minus I minus. So this will be the value where we are multiplying the value such that um, the powers of 0 into 2 power 0, and such that this is what will happen. So powers of 1 into 2 power 1, something like this it will go on, and also all of these will be mod with 10 power 10 power 9 plus 7. And finally we process the results with queries. So we push the values such that result dot push prefix left and right. Yeah, so this prefix array will be useful to keep track of those values. So I'll go to the Leetcode editor and start adding the code. Maybe that should help us understand, and I will even explain it further. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to start working on or start writing in with the code is with respect to we initializing the powers array such that it would be less than or equal to the value n, right? So that's what we see here. Okay, so and few other constants such that Okay, so this will create all the powers within the range of n. Now it's time for us to build the prefix array, which would help us uh, build a two-dimensional array such that it would be product between the values. Like for example, all the diagonal elements will be of value with respect to the product, such that the powers array, all the values of the powers array will be placed in the diagonal elements, and the other element such that it will be a multiple of the other two elements, right? So that's what the problem is also expecting, right? For example, powers of 0 into 2, 0 into 2, and 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 2 cross 2 will be 4, and all of these other powers 2, powers 3, power 4. 0 to 3 is powers 2, powers 1 to powers 3, and powers 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them will be multiplied. So that's what is being expected here. So, and all of them will also be multiplied with base 64. This is the tricky part. So this will be done through the uh, with a prefix array that would be a two-dimensional array. So I would be building that now. So now we are going to return the results array with respect to the queries that are being asked, right? So this should solve the problem. uh, I hope you understood most of the solution here, but it is kind of, the problem statement is kind of tricky, but understanding the problem statement would also lead you to the solution is in a much more easier way. So yeah, the time and space complexity of the solution would be O of n log n or log n, because we are having to create this array and and not it would be of n square time complexity, and the space complexity would also be O of n square. Both would be O of n square. I will submit the solution also just before I close this video. Okay, so there is an error. So this would be J, as we are in this J loop, right? Finding all the other products of the powers. Okay, so this should solve the problem. Yeah, so this would complete the explanation to this video. Hope you found this video helpful once again. uh, Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.